Welcome back, guys, to another new episode of Get Through Show, your favorite YouTube show. Today we have a very sensitive topic. I don't know, Yoli, can you just introduce it?
Today's topic that we're discussing is it escorting or is it statutory rape?
And this is actually a very big word.
Yes, it's
Because if you see all over social media, people are talking about this, and the fact still remains that it's always happened in one particular place here in Cape Town. So I don't know. Guys, you also have to talk about this topic. Don't even be left out because it's very, 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 very sensitive. Let's just get it done.
Oh shit, yo, so sweet.
This is the first night in the lab.
Yes, really.
First night.
So sweet.
Welcome back, guys. I told you that this topic is very sensitive, and we have Lady Z here. It has been a long time she's not with us, but we welcome her with warm love, warm heart. Z, you already know the topic. Yoli.
Yeah.
Everywhere here in Western Cape, Cape Town, people are talking about this topic, and it's very, very annoying that it always happens after, even after hearing this, you still hear another one. But now the case is, the problem here is, I heard that these kids are minors. So, Z, I want to start with you because you're still fresh and you already hear what is going on, what is trending on social media here in Cape Town. So, what do you have to say about this?
First thing first. Yes, I understand these are kids, and it's very hard to raise a girl in Cape Town, young girl in Cape Town, because we have social media that sells us false things. Do you understand? Because you have this particular individual that you look up to, and you want to be like her. Do you understand? So these girls look up to the social media icons, icons. And then usually in our days, you used to look up to your mom. These days, you look up to Queen Bee. Do you understand? So these kids are like, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. And then you see, okay, if I could go to this place, things would happen. Do you understand? So I will have money. I will have LV, Louis Vuitton. I will have this. I will have that. iPhones, because this thing is about iPhones these days. So for a guy to take advantage of that, it's something else to me. It's something else totally. Because you see, this kid is vulnerable. Do you understand?
They are vulnerable.
Exactly. And then you're taking the advantage. On top of it, you're visualizing it. Aibo, who gives you the right to visualize the kids while you're doing what you're doing? Do you understand? I don't condone that, and I will never condone it. Excuse me. Yes, it's happening, but I can never condone that. And to say, I know people who say, these kids are stupid. Never ever in your life call a person's daughter or whatever stupid. That I can never tolerate, because even if you have not gave birth to that particular person, because you know exactly you will give birth one day. So never call someone's baby stupid, because you will never, like when someone is calling your baby stupid. Do you understand? Never do that, please.
So Z, like what I said before, right? Was it? Can we say they've been escorting those kids, or it's just a statutory rape, right? Yeah. So
it is a statutory rape. It is, because you visualize that girl and then you took advantage of that girl. You know that she's vulnerable. Imagine you, so this big, on top of a child. Imagine yourself.
I wouldn't do that, but at the end of the day,
What came to his mind when he was doing it? And some of his friends are protecting him. Even now, are protecting him. And it's wrong. Imagine that was your daughter. Imagine that was your niece. Imagine that was your what you call it? Was your whatever it is, your granddaughter. Imagine it. Someone is on top of him, visualizing him. How would you feel? Exactly. Even if you did not give birth to that particular person, that is totally wrong. And then you tarnishing the name of the Nigerian people. You're saying, people would say Nigerians are like this.
Obviously, you know, Yoli, one problem we have as Africans is we always want to, anyway, there's this saying in my language that if you use one finger to touch an oil, it's obviously gonna
Affect all the other
circulate. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is, this is totally wrong. You know why I said it's wrong?
Yeah.
This guy actually is the one that did the video, right? Which is wrong. I don't know how he leaked or whatsoever, but he doesn't have a right to do that, right? And when it comes to knowing that we had these kids are 15, 13 or whatever, right? But if you look at these kids, most of them they actually look big older than their ages, right? And most of them have known what is long nails, iPhones, wigs, you know, having tattoos and all that, which is not even something that you can use against to have sex with a minor, right? But what I'm trying to say is that we actually have to tackle this problem from the roof.
Correct.
Because why? These kids have people that they are looking up to. I don't know if you get my point. That's why I said if maybe it's escorting, because there is people that actually bring them to this kind of lifestyle and they get used to it, right? They feel like it's a normal thing to do. Buying them clothes, buying them iPhones, you know. But then another problem is when you knew that these are kids, why would you even feel like relaxing having sex with them, knowing that they're minors? But another problem is, now we're talking about Nigerians. Yes, obviously, the guy is a Nigerian. Now it's going to be like affecting the whole entire Nigerian community, which I don't even condone. I don't even, like, me personally, I say it's totally wrong, right? I say it's totally wrong. But now, where can we fix this? Why would an elderly person took the girls from the township, bring them where they can see things they're not supposed to see in their age, or things they're not supposed to do in their age? Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
It's not like they're not having sex, but they can be having sex with their age groups.
I get what you mean. But I think also what we need to actually look at and be aware of is that the reality of what this is that it is escorting. The girls belong to a certain group which has an app. And obviously, I think I don't know if anyone else on the other side has heard the video clip. She also mentions in the video clip that there is somebody who is the ringleader and that conducts the meetups and the hookups, who organizes them, these men. So what we need to identify is that this is some sort of a business or a transaction, it's an agreement, whatever the case is, right? So that's one way of looking at it. And if we're going to condemn that act, and then basically what we're debating is saying it's not healthy for people to put up things like this that exploit children. It's inhumane, it's wrong, and we should address those matters, and we should target those specific people that do that. And we should expose them. And the fact that actually the sad part of it all is that it is a woman that brings these girls together, introducing them to this man. So it is a female that actually sets or motivates or entices these girls to perform these kind of acts in a form of a transaction in their sexual. She might not even, because if you look at the video, the girl that is in the video is not as if she's put to. She wasn't forced to do that. She was willingly doing that. We could see it at the moment where she entered the room, at the interaction she had when her friend was coming into the room. It's something she did it out of free will. I mean, there's a certain time in the video where I felt very sad because she was also confident in what she was doing. So she threw a pillow, she climbed on top of the guy. And if we're discussing this is a mindset of 15-year-old, that pains me. 15-year-olds shouldn't be thinking about that. Shouldn't be exposed to things like that.
Video, there's another girl on top of that girl. Do you understand? And then that shows they are literally not knowing, they don't know what exactly they're doing, because you can't be on top of another girl while there's another girl on top of you. Do you understand?
That one is just playing. But they knew what they're doing. But Yoli was trying to say that why should a 15-year-old be thinking of, you know?
Can I just finish quickly? So we're looking at it in the aspect that these girls are involved in an escort agency, right? What also we need to know what it is that we're discussing. Are we condemning the men for doing a video of the entire thing that they belong to? You know, because he knows this is a setup, guys. It wasn't something that was done in hiding. Because if you look at the video carefully, there is actually a ring light there. There's a ring light on the video. He takes the phone and he clips it onto a ring light. That girl is aware of the setup that is happening in that room. She's aware I'm about to be recorded in a room where I'm going to be having sexual intercourse, right?
But I don't blame her because...
No, she's obviously, because the video went out, it was exploitation. She's not aware that that video, she's committing to something that she does exclusively. It's their own escort agent. She feels that these men are recording them for their sexual pleasure or whatever the case might be. She's aware of that.
Or it might be that
Her
they
intention
after
was
that
that
they're gonna
video
pay
shouldn't leak. Because obviously she has a family, she's young, and she's not, I don't think she's proud to do what she was doing. She's not proud to do what she was doing. Even though she was doing it, I don't know her reasons for doing that. We couldn't all know, we wouldn't know what's the reasons for doing that, right? Because we're not that girl. But also what we are saying is that it's unhealthy for men to behave in that way. Even though the girls there had made a decision to belong in that escort agency, to belong there, but the narrative is that what kind of an elderly man thinks that it's okay to do sexual recordings of kids that are not even of age? Then that's how we classify this is statutory rape. It's escorting at some degree because yes, they had consent, they did all those things, those kids were willingly having sex with them. But at another degree as society, we also have to look at it that it's statutory rape. Because it's insensitive for an old man. Of course, first of all, the people...
Why are you like complimenting each other? Because what I'm sure about, when he showed the video to another man, they were like, you did good. You did good.
It circulated. That means it was passed on from one person to the other. Meaning, whichever men are in those circles and do those kind of things, they find pleasure in things like that. And that's what we should be addressing. Why are men thinking like that?
And take the picture of the guy and make it trend just like he did to the girls.
Absolutely disgusting that we always, when we're addressing topics, we want to look at the sensitivity or what it affects or who it affects. We don't look at why is our society where it is. Why are we having men in our societies that are exploiting young girls? Why are we having men in our societies that think it's okay to circulate this kind of videos, to take, even if that girl was a mature girl, I'm 30 years old, I don't think I'd want to see a video of me circulating. It would be shameful. Nobody wants to go through that. Nobody wants to, the fact that it's a minor, it's even more disgusting. But the fact that it's just any other girl where you would exploit a woman. Women are not meant to be exploited in the way that men are exploiting us nowadays to find their own sexual pleasure. That is incorrect. That's what we should be debating so that we don't have situations like this.
Now listen, do you know that they said the girl is 15, right?
Yes.
Do you know that as a 15-year-old girl, when you said, I'm not going to post it, even if she saw you recording.
Correct.
When you say to her, I'm not going to post it, she's going to believe your word for it. Exactly. Because she's young. She's very young, right? Now, the problem is, why would a guy that, okay, maybe he's recording this for fun, right? But why would you even allow yourself to send it to someone else? Correct. Because obviously the person you send it to is not going to keep it.
It's fine. Okay, Chibuzo, it's fine. You sent it. Ne? Why does that person not condemn you and say, this is wrong? Why are you doing this? Delete it. What kind of a man is he? Yes. And what kind of a man are you? To understand?
But now, guys,
because what if, okay, for example, what if you have a baby? What if that girl has a baby and then it's a baby girl? And do you know the word karma? One day, that I don't care. I just wish one day he can experience what he did to those girls to his own daughter. That's one thing I'm sure.
Vic. I think also another thing that I wanted, this topic is so broad and we could look at it in so many ways. One of the other things I wanted us to bring focus to is the fact that why was that 15-year-old not at home under supervision with their parents knowing where they are? Because also we also have, as parents, we need to play the role of gatekeeping.
We're still getting there.
We can't run away from that.
We're still getting
We
there.
all know the world is inhumane. We all know the world is evil. It's cruel. There's so many things that are out there.
Yeah.
As parents, we should be already alarmed. There isn't a 15-year-old girl that should be out at night, not coming back at home. It's the setup is completely wrong in all aspects.
In the voice note, someone explained to me that they were out of school since Monday, right? So now I ask this question: if the teachers in the school knew that
She's absent for 5 days.
a student is not at school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Why? What is your work as a teacher? Number one.
Correct. Exactly.
Knowing that your
Your
child
child didn't come back.
that is 15 years or 13 or 14 is not at home since Monday, Tuesday, and someone said that the mom called her to come back, and she said no, they still have.
They have another day, tomorrow. Yes, they had another day for the following day to host.
Now, my question is, why should the mom
Call her to come
wait,
back.
call her on Wednesday or Thursday to come back? Because why? She knew that her daughter was away, right, for some days.
Correct.
Now you're asking her to come back,
Correct.
right, without knowing where she is.
Correct.
And in the video clip or in the voice note, she was shouting the girl, like, why did I call you to come back and you refuse to come back? Now, it shows me clearly that this is not the first time these kids are doing this. So whosoever that is taking them there is also totally wrong. You know why?
No.
Why didn't you take them on a weekend? Like
you're
as
not
per
supposed to take
se,
them
not
anyway.
even no. I'm just saying no. Listen to me. I'm not saying that it's good to
It's
take
okay
them on
to
the
take them on
weekend.
the weekend, I
But
understand.
as a reasonable person, as an elderly person, why would you even allow these kids to skip school?
Can I answer through? Can I answer though? Mamela, ne? These girls were at school. I think it's the same school, if I'm not mistaken. Ne? When they go out, they know their mothers. They are at work.
And they have clothes in the bags.
Exactly. They have clothes in their bags. Remember, when you're going out, I'm going out to work. Like usually you do that, you're at home. And then you don't know that your kids will pick up their clothes. Do you understand? Even if she doesn't pick up, I'm sure they have clothes for them.
Correct.
Because those clothes, their mothers will never buy those clothes. Correct. Exactly. So I'm sure they left going to school, and they went to school. After school, they went to that place. Because what I'm sure is their mother called a minute after they came from work. That's one thing I'm sure. Never. A Xhosa mom
can be
will
sure.
call you. A Xhosa mom will call you. Trust
can
me.
be sure.
I can be sure. A Xhosa mom will call you. Where are you? And then she said, we're still hosting. And the mom was like,
after some days.
exactly.
That's after some days.
We're still hosting. Hosting where?
I need to tell you something.
And he's like she was rude to her mom.
Yeah, I need
And
to
then
tell
they
you
dropped the
something.
call. And then you cannot go to Cape Town is big. You never go to looking for a girl. Cape Town is big. Till she comes back.
Okay.
That's when you deal with her.
Okay,
Do you
listen, guys.
do you understand? Because you don't know where she is.
I need to tell you.
I don't think until she comes back you deal with her then, Z. But I get exactly where you're coming from. You're making so much sense. But you know, the fact that we are debating it now after the video has leaked. is actually the sad part, because the moment you are alarmed, your child is not at home for 48 hours. You involve the police, you search for your child.
Okay.
It's a news breaking.
Okay, now,
That's
guys.
when we should break the news.
let me tell you
Not after
something.
we've seen the child has had sexual intercourse and we want to have topics about the
You're now
after
shouting
effect.
her- you're now
We as
shouting
the
her.
community need to the moment a child is not back at home, everybody should be alarmed. There is a young 15-year-old
day.
who's out there on that day. There's a young 15-year-old who's out on the leash. We don't know where we are. Let's circulate. Then we bring everybody involved. We bring the EFF involved. We bring everyone involved. Exactly. Exactly. We didn't hear there was a child missing, but now there was a video that circulated, a Nigerian man sleeping with young children. Now we all want to come out. We all want to do things. That's what the narrative we should change. We shouldn't react when it's already the course has already been done. We should know and bring these perpetrators to understand that it is not acceptable. The moment a child doesn't come back, the whole community should be up in guards. Where is that child? What is that child doing?
Now listen, guys. Like I said earlier, the mom maybe is used to this girl not coming home. Let me just put it this way. You know why?
And that's a bad thing.
You know why? You know why?
some
You know
of
why?
them
You know why?
Unfortunately,
You
correct.
are you.
cannot run
You
away
wait.
from that.
You are you. Yoli, you are you. people are different. There's some mothers, they don't care about their daughters. They don't care. I know what I'm telling you. In this town, they don't care. As long as if you're fine, don't even be surprised that the other girls, either the mom called and she says she's fine. You know what they want to know? If my daughter is fine.
safe,
If she says she's safe, she's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind. But now listen, guys. Now listen. Remember, I'm not supporting the act. The guy was wrong, totally wrong. And in as much as the video was leaked, this whole thing is happening each and every day.
Correct.
Right? Each and every day.
It's even happening now.
Each and every day. It's just because of this video that we have idea of what is going on between the young girls. Because now, if the parents, if we can start now teaching those kids, checking their phones,
Correct.
checking their bags before they go to school. You're a mother. You can't be in a rush to go to school. I think mothers prepare the bags for the school.
Correct.
For the child to go to school, right?
Exactly.
So we need to check these things, because if you don't, your child will just put some clothes in the bag.
Correct.
But how come if your child is not at home for the first day, you kept quiet? The second day, you kept quiet. Now the third day, you calling her and she have the guts to tell you that they're still hosting, meaning that she have been doing this kind of thing. Only just because you see this thing is happening is because of this video. Because
They're earning. They're earning apparently 1,500 rand.
So what about the sex part? Are they getting some for doing these things?
For the sexual intercourse. For the sexual intercourse, the perpetrator, as per the video, pays them 1,500. That is exclusive. No, it's the individual person that gets involved in the act that is paid 1,500. The person who is the dinero in the clip is the person who arranges these things, and she does say that her fee is separate and she doesn't know how much they pay her, but she's the main person who organizes these guys. And this person, no, this person pays the individual person directly. That's what she says in the clip. She says that we get paid directly 1,500 rand, and I think the nurse or whoever, the guardian or whoever the other lady is, she then confirms, did you get paid? Then she says, no, I didn't get paid because I didn't have a phone so that my money could be e-walleted. They just sent my money to my other friend so that, but then my other friend didn't give me the money. She ended up deciding to buy me clothes.
Okay. Now,
So she could be lying because she could be lying because she could get paid and then be like, okay, what will I say to my mom? Where did I get this money? So I'd rather buy clothes instead of bringing the money home.
I don't know how you feel, Z, but I also think the disturbing thing also that I found is that the questions that we want to ask and find out and entertain this whole thing, I feel like it's insensitive for you questioning how many people do you sleep with? Like, how much did you get paid? Yes, like these questions. Why are we discussing this with 15-year-olds? And then you're still shouting that.
Like, tell us, how did you do? Who did what? Who did who?
now,
It's
guys,
not nice.
now, can I tell you something? Can I tell you the result of this? We actually killing this child in the way that she will be miserable.
Correct.
She might even commit suicide.
Correct.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
She might even commit.
That's what I'm
But now,
saying.
listen, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
When things like this happen, people actually want to make it trend. News, people, Instagram influencers, people that want to gain more likes, more comments about this, right?
Yeah.
But how are you helping this child by doing such?
That's the question. Exactly.
Because tomorrow you will hear this. Tomorrow you will hear that she committed suicide.
Correct, because whatever that session was, it was
because
recorded and was sent out, and that's also actually I think we have a law that you can't record conversations of a minor.
Without my consent. Even if I'm old, you can never do that. What I wanna ask is, since you are from Nigeria, and I just wanna know, how does it feel when someone like being said like Nigerians are doing this? How did it get to you as a Nigerian person? How do you feel about it? Do you feel proud?
Personally, I always feel proud of myself, proud of my country, right? I'm proud to be Nigerian. But what I can tell you is that this kind of act happens everywhere in the world. Because why? we are different in our own unique ways. What this person, Mr. A, can do might be wrong to me. I wouldn't want to do it. What Mr. C can do might be unique to Mr. A that will make them to link together and do whatever they want. You remember you said the friends around him, why didn't they? Some of the friends might say you did wrong. Some will support him. I don't know if you're getting my point. The reason why I'm asking you this, I'm answering your question is in the sense that you will understand that people are different, right? That someone did something that caused the names of Nigerians doesn't mean all of the Nigerians are doing same thing. In this particular issue and video, if not because of the video, you wouldn't know that some other black guys from other countries are doing same. White people are doing same in town, in Long Street, whatever. We know about this. It's just because of the video. So I wouldn't say because of what a Nigerian did that all Nigerians are like that. Mind you, I'm not siding him. If he did ask, you know, there's some individual that can look at this child. No, this is a child. How old are you? Or even ask the person that bring them, how old are these kids? And then you'll be like, no. I don't know if you get my point. Someone might do that. Someone might want to enjoy the kids because they are kids. I don't know if you get my point. So to answer your question, it happens everywhere. It's just how you grew up, the kind of mindset you have. You know me, I'm like a preacher. You know what I do? When I see most of these young girls, even outside, even if I go partying or something, I try to talk to them. I know myself. I have that gift of finding a way to tell you something. I don't know if you get my point.
I get you.
But most of them, you know what they would think? That either you're jealous or because you're not driving big car or you can't afford them.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, the parents, the teachers have a major role to play.
Correct.
If you don't see a child in school, you have the parents, you have the guidance number. Call. Your child is not at school. What is going on? Then the parents will say, no, my child is at home. She's sick.
Correct.
But if you didn't see a child from because I know that girl, she's still going to school. Why didn't the teacher knew that she was not at school? Why did the mother didn't call her the first day that she got missing? And she don't have a phone. She don't have a phone. Okay, she said she don't have a phone. Where did the mother call her on?
Maybe at a friend's phone.
Why didn't she went to the friend's mother and then they could like collide together and go and look?
I think the mom's supposed to ask, where are you? The mom's supposed to ask, where are you?
Z, the breaking news here isn't supposed to be a video that leaked. The breaking news is supposed to be there are missing kids who their parents speculate that they are missing and they're in Parklands and there's these kind of activities.
I don't know
that should have been the breaking news here. It's a concerned parent who went to the police because she didn't have means to find a child and is bringing awareness that there is these things that these kids are involved in and I have no control over because I go to work and I don't see it, but I can feel there's something wrong that is happening because they're not coming back home. Then we as a country is meant to be alarmed and be like, there is activities here that we need to nip off in the bud. It shouldn't happen.
And this hosting thing,
it shouldn't happen. It's disgusting. It shouldn't happen. We shouldn't be debating of how it's happening, how much is it. That's not the debate here. We should debate it shouldn't be happening. It's immoral for it to happen. Correct.
Young kids. How do you employ these young kids?
How do you allow kids underage to get in a club?
I'm sure they sit there and then you see them. You cannot just give them alcohol without knowing their ages.
Let me tell you.
And to touch on what he was saying, these kids look like they are old. Listen, on that one, I can tell you, these days things that we eat are not like as good as back then. And secondly, these kids grow up so fast. They drink alcohol way long time ago. They start drinking alcohol at 12 years. So their faces are like, wow.
I want to give you guys one example.
Because you can take me, ne? I'm old. You can take me and take a 92 or 2000 child and be like, who is older? Me.
Last year, I went partying. You know who tapped me? A small girl that I used to see the mother is holding her in the church. Uncle. I was like, and I was very surprised. I said to myself, how did she manage to get into the door? But she's kind of slim, slender, and a bit heighty. So if you can't just look properly, you will be like,
It's okay.
okay, now I'm gonna ask you one question, few minutes, right? If you're the mother of this child, and you and no, just briefly, because remember we have viewers that want to know and also have to contribute on this. Now I'm asking you, if you're the mother of this child or the auntie of this child, what will be your reaction when you didn't see this child on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? Just briefly, because we don't have time.
If I was a mother, I would make sure I call her. If I don't find her, I go to friends. I will make sure that one of their friends will know. Because one of their friends, I know there is one friend that did not go. So she knows where they are. And when I get to Bra, I will start with Dineo.
Okay.
And then on my way home, I'm dealing with you non-stop.
Okay. Now let's say you're a teacher in the school where those girls are schooling, and you find out the people you're supposed to take care of in school are not complete. Because I believe we have 20s in a row calls and all that. You as a teacher, you're supposed to check your roll calls, who didn't come to school. If you're a teacher, what could you have done?
If I was a teacher, I call the mother. But it depends. We have two different mothers, the mothers who cares and the mothers who don't. You call, Mama, this child who and who did not come to school, do you know about it? I don't know, drop the call. Do you understand? There are those mothers. And then there are those mothers who be like, she did not come to school. Where is she? I'm coming back. So it depends if she comes back and comes straight to school. And then I tell her, your child is not here. It's been a whole day now. She's not here. Do you mind telling me where is she? If she's not, let's go to the police.
Right. Okay.
You know,
Yoli,
Dave,
Yoli, sorry.
I'm going to answer those two questions the way you asked her. Initially, initially, I would never be that mother. I'll tell you why I'll never be that mother. I'd never allow a 15-year-old to travel unguarded. My 15-year-old, if I don't have means to go drop them off and pick them off at a school, I'm going to get somebody who either walks. If I don't have money for transportation, I'm going to get somebody who is supposed to be a guardian to go collect that child, to bring that child back. They will always have somebody who's accompanying them. That's if I was a mother. So there would never be an opportunity where a 15-year-old could have that chance where I'm not aware of her whereabouts. I say, if I don't have the money, I'll let the child be accompanied by an adult. Because a 15-year-old, especially in this day and age, you know, I'm not going to bring religion into it, but there's a certain thing in Islam, right, that a girl child should always have somebody that she's always with at every given time, unless she's at work or if she's at home. Unless she's at school or if she's at home. If she's roaming around in the streets, there must be somebody accompanying her, not even for the matters of rape or parting, or not that, just for the matter that there is a male person who might have a potential interest in that girl child. Whether it's a healthy potential interest, whether it's an unhealthy, a girl child should be escorted at all times. Because you know why? We also have, as girl children, we understand that as girl children, we also have a sexual desire. Hence, they protect things like that, because we date at that age, we can easily fall pregnant. Before even engaging in escorting business, that's even further. That shouldn't even happen. I'm just talking about a natural relationship where you're not allowed to have a boyfriend. And that's the narrative we should be preaching. And parents, gatekeep a 15-year-old. That's it. It's not about money, Z. There must be an aunt, there must be someone.
In this reality,
Exactly.
it's very impossible
Hence we
to
say,
do
no,
that.
it's not even about the reality. It's in our hearts. We must teach, we must, if
But
we were
how many
unlearned,
days
we
will
must
you
learn
allow
ourselves.
someone to go with it?
For all the days of her lives.
But it
Until
depends on
she's
that
old
person.
enough.
Listen, guys.
Until she's old enough, see.
Yoli, Z, listen. Man, this is my take. This is what I have to say to people out there, to our viewers, to young mothers out there, to young fathers out there, right? You have to take care of your kids, number one. You have to make sure that you're getting a report from the teacher, from the school where your child is. Let's stop being unfortunate mothers that doesn't want to care about the kids. Most especially when you have a young girl growing up, right? Don't allow your young girl to get influenced to those big ladies that are influencers. Allow her to do certain things at her own age. Because why? If a mother handles a child very well, I'm not sure we could have been talking about this. I don't know if you get my point.
Exactly.
Now, people out there, we're not saying the act was good.
No.
We're actually saying that we need to stop this from the ground root of it.
Correct.
And when we do that, the better for us. All the medias that have been bombarding this on social media, find a way to help this child. Find a way to locate the school. Find a way to locate the parents. Why should the parents record the voice note? You're trying to teach the child. You're now recording it, sharing it. If this girl must hear, this voice note.
Let's stop things like that. It's
She might
exactly.
commit
She might
suicide.
kill herself, and tomorrow we're debating something different. You know what I mean?
I'm urging the whole
As
community.
much as they have the capacity to do those things, at the very same time, their brain is very much immature.
Yoli, I'm just appealing to whole community, social media outlets, people that have been carrying this news, people that have been planning whatever they want to plan to do Toyi-Toyi, whatever. Let's use that energy and fight this to the roof. Because doing Toyi-Toyi, making people that are, like attacking people that don't know nothing about the same video because the guy was a Nigerian, won't help the situation. You get what I mean? Those people organizing, yes, they have to. They will watch this clip. They will watch. That's why we ask everyone to watch Get Through Show, because this is what we are. You understand? We say it the way it is. That's why it's called Get Through Show. People need to share the video. You understand what I mean? We need to know where we stand. You know?
And also, it's not that we're personally attacking Nigerian men, but also we also have to stay true to the fact that it's the popularity, it's the bulk of where this happens. It is within Nigerian men. Unfortunately, now this. Yes, we're not going to say all other races do it. The white people do it. Yes, of course, that's the reality. But also, we need to be sensitive to the fact that the majority of Nigerian men are doing this, and that is concerning.
And that is very bad.
That is very bad. That is
Yeah.
very bad.
All right, guys, this is very sensitive, and I'm not okay. The reason why I'm not okay is that we want to make this child feel less of herself. I'm urging the whole community, the whole social media, the whole people involved, the government. We need to check out on this child. We need to check out on the schools. We need to tell the parents, the guidance, to know where the kids are going, most especially when it's young girls. So when it comes to Get Through Show, this is what it's all about. We just say it the way it is. We don't want to know if it's about this race or that race. We just have to tell you. So that's the reason why you have to share this video, click the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to always go and hang out on Get Through Show on YouTube. It's your boy Victor Chibuzo. Remember, teach the kids. See you in the next episode.